Hello and welcome to the This is Xbox Game of the Year Awards, and our Game of the Year is Gears of War 4.
Hooray!
Well deserved, I think we all agree. A triumphant return.
Absolutely.
I think we all agree that me and Greg certainly got our money's worth playing that.
Oh yes.
How long did it take us to do the insane run through, Greg?
I want to say it was 30 plus hours.
I think it was, you're about right, yeah.
Yeah, it took us a hell of a long time, but we did it, didn't we?
Damn hard in
we did
places.
it. Did you do it, Dave?
I'm about 6 hours through my insane run, so not yet, but it's only a matter of time.
Only another 30 hours to go, isn't it?
Notice how I'm not going to be taking any bait tonight. It was just a fun game. It was great to have some of the squad back.
I think the thing for me that worked particularly well is in a current state of the gaming world where set pieces kind of belong to Call of Duty, for a game to come along and to be able to achieve some really great set pieces that, especially playing through with a co-op partner, that you virtually high-fived the end of it going, that was fucking cool. That's an accolade on its own.
Yeah.
Also, it's the fundamental core Gears experience is still completely intact. It's still about chest-high cover, massive shootouts, and exciting adrenaline-fueled action.
And lots of swearing.
Yeah.
Lots and lots and lots of swearing.
Yeah, and that's just from me and Rich.
Yeah, there was a whole video of that cut together, wasn't there?
Yeah, fuck. Also, the story is something Gears does really well, is build this story in this bigger world. And it was so great to see what they were going to do next with the Gears franchise and set up this new trilogy. I'm really jazzed about it. I'm excited about it. I'm really looking forward to the next one.
I think it's that kind of, I think, well, we could slightly touch on more about spoilers. It's that I liked the most, because essentially you had kind of these three different areas of the game, you know, with the kind of out and out bad guys, where you fitted in the world, and then the other part of it. And you always kept guessing as to, well, how's this all going to connect? How are the three groups going to connect up? They all suddenly going to get along, a la Master Chief and Locke, where they just suddenly are happy and they're playing nicely with one another, which is a bit of a cop out. But no, it didn't. It ticked all the boxes. It carried its storyline well. It climaxed really, really well. And again, not a spoiler, all of us, I think, were of the kind of holy shit when that end punchline was delivered. I think that probably caught all of us totally unawares, but it left all of us with that same emotion of, oh my god, give me the next one now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Totally
and of course,
agree. Yeah.
The multiplayer suite, it's back. You know, you've got your competitive and then horde mode as well, and that is so great to go back to.
And let's not forget the bots as well. I mean, I think this is something that is kind of underplayed in a lot of games. Bot matches. Used to play bot matches loads in sort of games of yesteryear. They seem to have stopped. And the one thing that I've always heard with Gears, why don't you play Gears Online? Oh, it's a bit elitist. I'm not very good. You know. Whereas I really like the fact that now you can go in with a load of like human players and essentially play against a load of bots. I think that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, no matter what kind of multiplayer experience you're after, you can find it in Gears.
Yeah, there's plenty to choose from.
Yeah, it still retains one of my favourite gunshot sounds of all time. The long shot, the heads disappearing. Still as amazing as it was all those years ago.
Oh yes.
So I just like the squishy sound of heads popping. Maybe not the sound of the gunshot.
Oh no.
Oh, I think
normally because I'm on the receiving end of it.
Yeah, doesn't
Uh,
unless I'm playing Dig, it doesn't happen very often.
It's a
I shall
pretty
definitely take
game
that
as
as a
well.
compliment.
There's some particularly nice visuals going on there.
Yeah, it's an interesting
Yeah.
colour palette, isn't it? They changed it up without taking it away from what Gears is.
Yeah, so it's always the butt of the joke that Gears is grey and brown, but Gears
Yeah.
4 is anything but grey and brown. There's every colour you can imagine, and it's really pretty, really nicely done, and 60 frames per second for multiplayer is a nice treat.
And cross-platform play as well. Let's
Yeah,
not forget.
that's works very well for us. It's kept me sane
did, yeah.
when I've been away from the Xbox.
So I think, if
Yeah,
anything,
that-
you know, in terms of games that have put, you know, okay, behind the engine, it is still Gears. I think in terms of what they put into it to make a different game, they have put a hell of a lot into this game.
Yeah, I think there were a few people that obviously were a little bit apprehensive with effectively a new developer taking over the reins, but I think they had nothing to fear.
Well, they did Ultimate Edition, didn't they, first? Well, I say did, I know they just reskinned it, but, you know,
Yeah,
they did a lot of other work to it as well. And they did a
but
good
obviously
job
this
with
is
that.
but this is their first soulless job, really, where they didn't have existing assets and you know, an existing game. This is their own creation, and
True.
they've lived up to the expectation that I believe a lot of fans would have had for it.
But in a similar way, with Halo had Frankie, you know, Gears has got Rod. So I don't think it was any kind of fear of it failing. You know, it was in safe hands. There was a brand guardian there looking after it.
Yep. Like we said at the beginning, it's a triumphant return for the franchise. We're very much looking forward to what's coming next. Well deserved of our Game of the Year award.